All right, guys, today I'm going to give you 5 things that you need to do in order to lose your belly fat or lose your fat forever and keep it off forever, okay? I'll tell you what they all are, and then I'm going to divulge and go into them. So, the first thing is you must journal. The second thing is you must have a well-balanced whole food diet. The third thing is that you must eat in a caloric deficit. Fourth thing is that you have to be in this for the long haul. And the fifth thing is walking and doing one workout for 45 minutes a week. So the first thing, journaling. When I began to do my workout/weight loss journey, the one thing that you cannot do is lie to yourself, okay? Long gone are the days of, oh, it's my genetics, oh, it's my my metabolism, oh, I've tried everything. We're going to dispel all this, and it starts with journaling. When I started, I was drinking tall boy beers every single night. I was about 30% body fat and 205 pounds. And what I did at the beginning, I just started eating right, and I wrote everything down. So even, for example, if I had 2 days out of the week where I got drunk, I wrote it down. So I wrote down how many tall boys I had. What this means is that you need to do the same. You need to write down, hey, I dunked my salad in ranch. Hey, I cooked with olive oil. You need to know these, you need to know and to be able to measure and then write down this stuff. This is going to keep you honest to yourself, and it's going to start to give you a metric by which you can see for your own eyes why over the past 10, or maybe 20, 15, 10, 5 years, you've gotten fat and why I was fat. It's so easy to drive down from sitting on your butt in your house to go sit in your butt in your car to go through the drive-through and eat these exorbitant amount of calories and then just go sit down at work and then go back home to sit down again. We have fat stores on our body. It's time we need to know exactly what is going on. It starts with journaling. Now, we need to go into the next thing, which is eating a whole foods, well-balanced diet. The reason why this is important is for a number of factors, but the biggest one, in my opinion, is that it's sustainable. What you are not going to do is go do a keto diet or a carnivore diet or a vegan diet or a paleo diet or a caveman diet or a high protein diet or any of these other ones like the table sugar diet. I mean, I swear there's a million things out there. The reason why eating a whole foods, well-balanced diet is sustainable is because your body needs all of them. So you can't just neglect one and then expect to sustain your weight loss once you've finally lost all your weight eating table sugar, which you can do. Because your body's going to crave something else. So I'll give you a little bit about my diet here after this example. Like if I lost all my weight during a keto diet, which, by the way, this is an example from someone I met while I was walking. He told me that, hey, I am in my second weight loss phase because I lost 80 pounds of fat and regained it all, and I'm losing it again, not doing keto because he did it the first time. All right, keto is great for losing weight until you have a croissant with your stack of bacon and eggs for breakfast. Your body is like craving that stuff, especially your brain. It goes, please give me carbs. So it's not sustainable for a long period of time. So as soon as these people, and it goes for a myriad of other diets, right? As soon as you take away one of these things, it craves it. And like that vegan yesterday that I saw with a vegan shirt and their big lentil belly gut. I mean, I'm sure they drink vegan beer as well. But in any case, you can be fat doing whatever. It doesn't matter. What you need to know is that when you have a well-balanced diet, you now can eat everything and nothing's gonna throw you for a loop, okay? So like, for example, for me, I love pancakes and maple syrup. I eat it almost every day. I also love pints of ice cream. Oh, and don't forget, I throw into that, I throw in, you know, vanilla extract and pumpkin spice and chocolate chips, or I'll add blueberries. I can have all that stuff, and so can you. I eat pints of ice cream on a weekly basis in one day, in a sitting. I love steak. I love fish. I love chicken. I love turkey, you know, duck, goose, whatever. I can eat whatever. Elk, bison, you can have all of it. Also, you're going to want to have fats too. So you're not restricting yourself in anything. So you're never going to have a day where you're like, I really want a ribeye, but you can't have it. Or like, man, I really want a cookie, but you can't have it. You can have all these things as long as we now are going into our third point, but you've been journaling, so you're writing this down. And now the third point is caloric deficit. It is so easy to be fat today because we have a surplus of available energy, and it's stored as fat on your body. There's 3,500 calories in a pound of fat. If you do not eat at a caloric deficit, that is going to stay there or go up. So if you just sit on your butt all day long, you need to know how much your body is burning per day in order to lose fat. So basically, eating at a caloric deficit, when you're writing everything down, you need to go to what is called a TDEE, which is TDEE calculator, total daily expenditure, or total daily energy expenditure. And this is going to tell you how much you need to eat in order to stay at your weight. Do not include things like activity level. We'll get to that. Basically, you need to know what you're going to eat. Now, if you eat at 500 calories below your energy expenditure level, you will lose a pound of fat a week. This is a great starting basis. However, just a caveat here, do not rush quickly into a deficit. If you're eating Domino's and whatever else, just junk food, you're gonna shock your body and it's not sustainable. You need to go slow. So do like a maintenance level. Next week, go down 200 calories, maybe even sit there for 2 weeks, then go down another 200, and then like down another 100 after that or whatever. Be like 500, maybe 600 deficit, but do it slow. Don't try to be a hero and say, I'm ready to lose all my body fat, and then you go into 1,000 calorie deficit coming off of eating Domino's and cinnamon sticks and a liter of soda, and then expect that your rice and chicken is going to satisfy you at 1,000 calories deficit. Just do yourself the favor and understand that this is going to be a long process, and you'll make it. Also, so there's caloric deficit. So just know that it's a long haul, and that these things leading up to this are going to really build you a strong foundation. So you being able to eat everything, you journaling and noting everything, you're going to get really good at knowing how much you're eating, and you're going to see the pounds fall off. You will not recognize yourself. It'll be very, very cool. I'm very excited for you. Just like when I roll out of bed sometimes, when I have to go to work at like 5:30, I roll out of bed to like get ready. Sometimes I see myself in the mirror and I'm just like, wow, who the heck is that? Because I'm actually getting pretty shredded now. So stuff's pretty good. It will shock you. So you got to be in it for the long haul. So these things will help you in that. These other diets and other things like that, they will lead you astray because you'll see results, and then as soon as you step away from what got you the result, you're dead in the water. You're going to gain it all back. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about, exercise, and specifically walking, and then like a high intensity workout program. So walking is by far your best asset in fat loss aside from your diet. So I see a lot of very overweight people trying to run. I mean, I'm sorry to be that guy, but it does not look fun for them. It looks very painful. They are breathing through their mouth like they are some husky in the Itineraut or something. It looks terrible. And I wish them the best success, but they're probably going to fail. And the reason why is because you can do running. You can run, you can do your jogs and stuff, but you need to lose some body weight first. It's too extreme. It's too much too quick. Just start walking. Okay, walking I still do and I will do until I am at my leanness level at least, and then still I'll be walking. But it is by far the superior aerobic activity because it literally is so slow. It burns your fat and does not use any of your sugar to do the activity. So it's very nice. And going back to the TDEE calculator, once you start adding up your walking, and also use the chat bots too. Just say, hey, this is my height, this is my weight, this is my sex, this is my age, and this is how much I walk, and I think it's at this pace, and maybe even you know the distance, and then you time yourself, and now you get more accurate information. Feed it into like the chat bots or whatever. You'll start to get a better idea of how much you can eat and how much you can't and whatnot. So that's another tip for that. But basically walking is going to be your best friend, okay? You don't have to do 10,000 steps. People are like, yeah, you have to do 10,000 steps. It takes quite a while. You can build up. It's going to be okay. Diet is the primary thing. So just get those down and then incorporate walking. However, I will say that this one is a mandatory one. You're going to have to do a strength training program. I personally am keeping mine at the best one that I have found, which I am doing the Mike Mentzer training program, but curtailed towards a more physique type build. So basically I do a high intensity workout program where basically I lift heavy weight in typically like a 5 to 10 rep range around there, till muscular failure. And this workout is one workout per week for 45 minutes. So I talk a little bit about that in other videos, but that is the workout program that I'm doing. It is extremely sustainable. Like, you will never in your entire weight loss journey even consider quitting. It is so manageable. It's a very hard workout, but you are not going to be like getting drill sergeant yelled at 5 days out of the week and like skip a day and just beat yourself up because you're not working out an hour and a half a day. It is by far the best workout program I've ever experienced for maintaining or gaining muscle. It is, you quite literally, and I will very soon be in what's surplus, 200 surplus phase. I will quite literally be gaining 1.5 pounds of muscle a month in 4 workouts while being 10% body fat. It is so absurdly sustainable that no one, I mean, I could teach someone who does like 5 days a week and like does like a volume training method, and they could literally from the first day that they do it switch over and never have to go into the gym as frequently as they do. A lot of people, I don't know if they'd be willing to do that, but what I'm telling you, if you're starting out, is that something so manageable where you're not like doing some circuit workout where you're like, okay, get ready, maggots, and you got to go do your circuit, and here's your burpees, and here's your this, and here's your that, and you're doing this every day, getting yourself burnt out like an old rug. You're gonna want something kind of like what I do. It's pretty dang sustainable, and you're gonna look like a monster, like in a good way. You're not like, you could do it as a bodybuilding program. There are some insane bodybuilders who do high intensity, like Dorian Yates. Just go listen to that guy. He's an absolute beast. And then Mike Mentzer, of course. But I'm doing it for physique. So anyway, I'm gonna look great, and all these tips for losing body fat are going to really help you, because you quite literally can do them your entire life and never even think about doing it a different way and look as good as someone who works 10 times as hard as you to get the same result. So that is my take on the issue. Hopefully that helped you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.